I see all the little bands running around with their amps, you know, pushing their amps through the streets and carrying keyboards, and I feel for them. We did that our first year, so it's good. We've had a great time. We've been, I think we just played our second show. We played at Waterloo Records this morning, and then we just played a show on the same bill as Fits and the Tantrums. I've never seen them. They were amazing.
Yeah, they were fun.
They were so cool. It feels like it's like the coming together of the music industry, right? You know, this is where everybody, like the music world, you know, has its sort of pulse check. It's like, this is our, like Mecca. You're supposed to go to Mecca once a year. It's like South by Southwest is all musicians' Mecca. I think it's kind of interesting how the styles change. We played our first South by when we were a brand new band 5 years ago, and there was a lot of like electro kind of stuff going on, and a lot of like ironic.
In the MGMT era.
Yeah, and there was a lot of
Now
like
we're
super
in folk-
hipster kind of
folk
things.
era.
Now everybody looks like a 19th century Dutch farmer, which is cool. Like but you're like, dude, you weren't rocking that look 3 years ago. Come on. And they're like, no, man, I've been doing Dutch farmers since back in the day.
I've been Amish since
I've been
1600s.
Amish. I've been Amish since I was 10. No, you weren't,
I
dude.
invented
You had
Amish.
a line cut in your head, and you had some kicks on. What was our first South by show? Do you remember, Anna?
That one upstairs, and it was late, and it was us, and then a lot of electro DJs, and it really was a very poor match.
I don't remember any of this. I remember our second South by.
And we had to carry everything up the stairs.
We played Ace of Spades or Aces or whatever, and Drew Barrymore was there, and we were like on this thing, we're dancing on the bar, and I looked down, and Drew Barrymore looked up at me like, she was dancing. I was like, and I said it in the mic, I was like, hey, look, that's Drew Barrymore. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear, huh? Oh, it's okay, you'll bleep it. And I looked down, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, and then it was surreal. It was like moments like that, and I think Steven and Noah went out with Drew Barrymore later, and like Harmar Superstar. It was really weird.
I would have been excited to see Nick Cave if we hadn't had to do stuff.
I wanted to see Macklemore. I like that dude. I watched that Thrift Store song, which I thought was good, and then there was the one about like drug addiction, which I thought was really cool. I was like, man, that's for real. But then he had the Irish Pride one, which I didn't quite buy. I was like, but you're never gonna go broke telling white people how hard their lives are. Like if you ever like anything in a movie, a book, a song, that you'll make plenty of money doing that. And I just think that dude's kind of cool though. I dig his music. No, there's not a date yet. Basically, our record label, it's a good thing. I mean, because they, with everything's going on with the single, they're just holding it, and I guess they're gonna put it out at what they've calibrated to be like the ideal time.
When the time is right.
But we don't know, which is why we put the EP out this week of the record, because fans were like, okay, dudes, like, it's been 2 years, we need something. And everyone's like, when's your record coming out? And I don't know. It's from an old song. It's from an old Airborne song that we played years ago that we always just liked. And then we didn't actually end up putting the song on the record. But we liked the title because we're trying to figure out like because we obviously play a lot of different styles and what all the songs have in common. And well, I think the decision was it's all just hot-blooded music. It's like hot-blooded, passionate music. It's about love and loss and these sort of big issues of, you know, redemption and sin, and you just mean it. And that was always the point with the Airborne Toxic Event. So we figured just call the record Such Hot Blood and just put it out there.
I'd say that we play music that involves chords and melodies with lots of different instrumentation.
Lots of different rhythms.
But we build off of a classic rock lineup. Two guitars, bass, drums, and something else. Mandolin,
Keyboard, violin, viola, upright bass, trumpet. In some cases, oboe, percussion, entire string sections. I don't know, man.
A wide variety of influences.
I never know how to answer that question. What it sounds like. I think when we first started, I wanted to be like the American Smiths, or maybe like the Cure without makeup, or the Clash that played folk songs. But I don't know if any of that really fits, to be honest with you. So, you know, music.